Greetings. What's up? It's Deborah Watts. Happy Friday to you. And I just wanted to come on really quickly and talk about time. So, like I said, my name is Deborah Watts, and my work is in helping Mavericks to find their own unique leadership style. If you are here live, please say what's up. And if you're watching the replay, go ahead and type replay in the comments. I love to see who's here and who's getting the message. So someone told me the other day that my 5-minute survey was too long. And I hear all the time people complaining about not having time. They talk about it like it's something that they're hoarding. So they'll often not want to have the time to investigate what's going on for somebody who's in their life. So maybe it might be a loved one, a friend, someone who's going through some difficulties and they're like, I don't have time for this, but they don't actually check in to see what exactly is going on. Or maybe they feel like they don't want to lose it. They don't want to waste it. They don't want to spend it. A lot of things. And so they end up getting really stingy and tight or feeling very restricted by time. And even when they're engaged with loved ones or with friends, doing things that they actually want to do, they can often feel it like looming over them, like it's passing, it's passing, it's passing. It's this very stressful relationship with time. And they end up boxing themselves into tight and unfulfilling schedules that are often unrealistic, and they don't feel satisfied because they weren't able to get everything done that they wanted to get done. And they wonder why they're finding themselves wanting to hit the snooze button or hit happy hour or maybe even get sick at the extreme of it just to get a break from the looming power of time passing. So I'm just curious, has this ever happened to you? If so, could you let me know in the comments? I would love to see your comments on this. So there are several possible contributing factors to what's going on with them with time. One of them could even be that they're in the stage of early independence. So when you're in the earliest stages of independence, you are very protective of your time. You don't want anyone to take it from you. So that's understandable that in that stage, you're going to want to establish your boundaries around time and how you use it. And that can be constructive for a point, up to a point. But the main contributing factor that I want to talk to you about today is about relationships. So your relationship with time, what is it? Do you feel like it's a friend of yours? Do you feel like it's a foe? Is it someone who's like kind of like always watching you in a negative way, like to cast judgment that you wasted it, that kind of thing? I want to expand your mind for a second. What about people with severe disabilities or handicaps in some form who have disadvantages in how much time they can actually spend on anything? What about people with 10 kids? What about people with multiple jobs? How do they function? And for the ones especially who are happy and joyful, how do they do it when they have so many different demands on their time? Well, the answer is in that their relationship with time is very different from probably the relationship you have when you feel like, oh, can I just get sick so I can get a break? Okay, so one thing to understand, because this is what everyone will ask, is, well, how do I get that kind of relationship with time for myself? Well, I wish there was just one specific answer that I could give you and it would solve all your problems and you could just go do this thing that would take a minute and it would handle everything. That's not really how it works. However, you can find some insights into your relationship with time and how to shift it in your body and in your emotions. So like any other relationship, your relationship with time is really just how you feel about it. That's it. It's how you feel about it. And when you can learn how to trust your feelings about how you want to spend your time or what you want to even consider, it can be really helpful in being able to shift your relationship with time. So for example, really simply, if someone says to you, hey, I really want you to come and host this event. immediately your body is going to give you some sort of signal. Now, sometimes we're not connected to our signals in our body anymore or into our emotions anymore. And so that can be a little bit tricky. That's a different topic. But immediately you're going to get some form of a signal from your body and maybe even from your emotions as to whether that's something that you want to commit to or not. Trust that feeling. Trust it. It's the right feeling. So if it's like, oh, no, I don't think I want to do that, then you're going to have to figure it out. You can always give yourself some time if you're not sure to make sure that you weren't just reacting to something else that was happening simultaneously, because that can happen. You can have mixed signals. But once you're clear that that's the message that your body or your emotions are giving you, if you can trust it, it's going to change things. Because what's going to happen is once you trust it and you say no to that thing that you didn't feel good about, you're going to start to feel better. You're going to feel relief. And the more relieved you feel, the happier you are with how you are spending your time. And guess what? Once you're trusting yourself and how you choose to spend your time, and once you're happy with how you're spending your time, your relationship with time will become a much more positive one. And then, coincidentally, once your relationship with time is much more positive, your relationship with the people around you is much more positive, because you're not under that stress and under that feeling of rushed feeling that you have when you feel like you don't have enough time or you need to be doing it something efficiently or effectively, okay? So once you have those better relationships, guess what happens? People, whether it's your kids, your spouse, your boss, your friends, they'll be much more aligned with supporting you in whatever you need done. Of course, communicating to them in a way that they'll support you is a different topic as well. But the first step is to actually just feel at ease enough to ask them for some support. And they'll be willing to, more so when you've been able to spend the time to connect with them on a real level if needed. And when you're more at ease when you're around them, they'll feel more at ease to help you out. And then you get your time back. Aha. And you see how it works. So it becomes a very spiraling effect in a positive way. And this is how taking the time to investigate your relationship with time is quite valuable and will yield amazing ROI. So I hope that you felt that this was a good return on the investment of your time today. If you are interested in the little checklist, a very short checklist that I've created for being able to see where you are, gauging your relationship with time, and maybe helping you to make more regret-free decisions, then go ahead and type more in the comments, and I'm happy to show you how you can get a copy of that. All right, much love. Bye.